Hey guys, Taju22 here, and welcome to SmackDown. And this show is brought to you by MuchGames.ca, and well, this next match is going to be intense. And you'll know what I mean by that as the competitors come down, but as I mentioned before, I am excited for the next Super Show, and I don't know who the champions are going to be going into the show, but I'm just as excited to find out who's going to leave Night of Champions at the end, really. Anyway, up first are the Tag Team Champions representing the Ascension. On the left, Jake the Snake, who we saw earlier attacking the Bonga before he was intercepted by Cody Rhodes, and I'm pretty sure that Jake the Snake will not forget about Cody Rhodes. And then to his left is the Maple Leaf Mauler from Toronto, Canada, the man known as simply 10. So you have Jake the Snake and you have 10. And the fact of the matter is this. The thing about these two guys is that they're nothing but hired guns. Now that we know who the leader is. Because I'll be honest with you, I was not sure who the leader of the Ascension was. I thought it would be just a complete team that relied on each other rather than a leadership, but they have a leader now in the Joker, so with a leader like that, they are a much dangerous team than they were before. And coming up next, the Industry. On the left, Brian Blair, and on the right is Joey Adams. Now, for those of you that are just joining us, that have just subscribed or have no idea the significance of Joey Adams going up against the Ascension, is that Joey Adams was once a member of the Ascension, and in fact, at one time, he was the WWE Champion on behalf of the Ascension. Unfortunately, Joker came into the picture and ended up he ended up persuading the other four members of the Ascension to kick out Joey. And it was said that regardless of whether Joey was the champion or not after SummerSlam, that they would still kick him out. And it was just a plot to get rid of Joey. And of course, Joey, the fact that he lost the championship, it did not matter to him at that point. At this point, he wants revenge. And his first step to getting revenge is to get revenge on these two idiots, known as Jake the Snake and 10. And, rest assured, I do not like 10, and I don't like Jake the Snake. So, it would fill my heart with joy to see Brian Blair, the newest member of our team, as well as Joey, to teach these punks a lesson. I mean, I know it sounds very unbiased of me, but I have had my problems with the Ascension. Going back to the days to when they were known as the Republic. So, I've had my problems with them, especially 10, as he lands a body splash right to Brian Blair. And the one thing about Brian Blair, he's a tough kid and all, but he's never gone up against somebody as big and strong as 10. And that's what makes him a dangerous member, is that he is big, strong, and aggressive. Whereas Jake the Snake, I mean, yeah, he's pretty vicious himself too, but what makes him different is the fact that he usually is 2 to 3 steps ahead of what you're going to do. And, you know, the fact that he plans ahead makes him just as dangerous as 10. Oh, and a low blow right to Brian Blair. And you know what, folks? Brian Blair is not going to have any kids. I'm sorry. Brian Blair is not going to have any kids whatsoever. All because of the snake hitting him in the nuts. Although I'm surprised he got up rather quickly. I mean, a lesser man would have just stayed down after that. But he got up and is taking the fight right to 10. Ooh, and a knee right to the head of 10. Oh, and now Joey has his hands on him. Ooh, and a headbutt right to 10. I mean, usually 10's the one that headbutts people, but oh well. Anyway, whipped into their corner, all but countered by 10. And now 10, what's he setting him up for? And another body splash right to Brian Blair. I mean, 10 is 310 pounds of muscle. And he just did that to a 265-pound man. 265 pounds of muscle himself, but compared to 10, I mean, 10 is a giant. Well, in terms of weight, but he's not that far off. Oh, and Brian Blair just taking the fight right to 10, just punching him right in the face. And now 10 is in the wrong part of town as he gets kicked right in the back. Adams picking him up and throwing him back in the ring. You know, it's funny, but I think Brian Blair is all fired up here. And 10 getting out of the ring, and it's like a game of cat and mouse, folks. Ooh, and a backflip onto the opposite turnbuckle. Ducks a clothesline. Oh, and a running elbow right to the head of 10. Wait, is that enough? 1. No, kick out by 10. You're going to have to do more than that to 10 if you want to beat him. I mean, I should know, because I fought in the guy myself many times. And he is not exactly a fun person you want to fight. Not that he ever was, but... But now he tags in Jake the Snake, and Brian Blair is going to tag out to Joey Adams. Although I'm not sure what Jake the Snake is doing. Oh, and a neck breaker right to Joey Adams. I guess he was just trying to psych out Joey Adams. I mean, that's the one thing that Jake the Snake does well, is mind games. Because, really, the Joker is not exactly the smartest man in the world. Where do you think the Joker gets his most devious plans from? Exactly, Jake the Snake. However, he's in the wrong part of town, as he was thrown back into the ring and an elbow right to the head of Jake the Snake. Full name Jake the Snake Roberts II, the son of the original Jake the Snake. All but swept down onto the floor was Joey Adams, but thrown back in the ring is Jake the Snake, and another elbow right to the head. On from behind, 10 whips him back into the ring. So now both the legal men are back inside, and for some reason Joey wants another piece of 10. But I think that might have been a very bad idea, as he gets whipped back into the ring, and then an elbow right to his head, as far as Joey Adams is concerned. And Joey gets in, or Joey gets out, and the Snake gets in. But whipped into the ring is Joey Adams. I mean, it's like a game of cat and mouse, folks. But Jake the Snake has him now. a missed drop kick by Jake the Snake. A whip into the corner, or the ropes, I should say, sorry. I mean, as I expected, it was not going to be a quick match. I mean, this is going to be a match that will take a while for a winner to be decided. Sorry for the stumbling. But as it is, wait, one of a kind on to Joey Adams. That's the name of that one move that Joey just did. That's what he calls it, one of a kind. Now he picks up Joey. Both the legal men are on the outside of the ring. Whipped into the, not the turnbuckle, but the barricade. And whipped into the post was Joey Adams. Meanwhile, 10 gets whipped into the barricade. Jake the Snake gets whipped into the post. And both the legal men are back inside the ring, although Joey gets out. I mean, this has turned into a street fight, folks, as Jake the Snake got taken down off the apron. Whipped into the barricade again is Jake the Snake, although Joey was grabbed from behind by 10. And then whipped into the barricade himself. And now whipped into the post. All but the Snake from behind. And, wait a minute, Joey's gonna go for it. Royal Flush! Royal Flush onto Jake the Snake, and is that it? 1. No, kick out by Jake the Snake. I guess he didn't do enough to Jake the Snake to put him away for good, but he did hit the Royal Flush. That usually would put away many men, but it just was not enough. At least not yet. Otherwise, the match continues. And a flapjack onto Joey Adams. Nope, countered into an atomic drop. Then an STO right to Jake the Snake. Then a leg drop and a pinfall cover. Ref, what are you doing? Wow, the referee can sometimes, sometimes the referee can be an idiot sometimes. And now, wait. Oh, but a rope break. I mean, Jake the Snake had, an arm bar on Joey Adams, but Joey's feet were on the ropes, so the referee had to break the count, or break the hold. But a drop kick onto Joey Adams. And Jake the... 10 has him. Oh, and then a knee right to the gut, unprotected. I suppose turnabout is fair play. And then a drop kick again to Joey Adams. And an inverted suplex onto Jake the Snake. Is that enough? 1. No, kick out by Jake the Snake. I mean, I will say, Jake the Snake is a lot tougher than I gave him credit for. I mean, I knew 10 was tough, but I didn't know Jake the Snake was just as tough as 10 just got kicked outside the ring, although 10 just came back with a chop block onto Joey's leg. So now it's, not Jake, it's Joey and 10 that are the legal men. That rhymed. But I wasn't trying to rhyme, folks. And, what the heck is Joey doing? Well, he's just running around for some odd reason.